It is Monday, September 1st. Happy Labor Day. The new month begins, and we're looking at across the country a stormy pattern starting in Manitoba and northwestern Ontario for today. But that stormy weather is just going to continue to slide. We'll be keeping an eye on that, and a pretty interesting temperature storyline in Western Canada that could break an all-time temperature record. First, for northern Canada, we know wildfire activity in the Northwest Territories in particular has been quite problematic. It looks like some rain could be moving through early in the week. We'll hope to see that maybe over-deliver. Could use all the help we can get in that particular region. Meanwhile, for our Labor Day Monday, we can see the warmth is more so into areas like Yukon with a 24-degree high in Whitehorse for this Monday afternoon. Meanwhile, in the west, we are feeling the heat for BC and Alberta, although looking at across Western Canada today, that heat pretty evenly distributed. That will not be the case over the next few days, as this pattern right here is really going to be causing quite a sharp divide and bringing some intense heat, and that could be breaking the all-time temperature record of 40 degrees. That's the hottest it's ever gotten on record in Canada in the month of September. Both Morden, Manitoba and Lost River, Saskatchewan hit that mark in the first half of the 20th century. But here's a look by Wednesday, 41 degrees in the forecast for Osoyoos. Now, we've already been on quite a heat stretch for British Columbia. With that, our fire danger rating has escalated quite a bit. Now, for today, we can see that heat already building in, but over the next few days, intensifying. As you can see, 40 degrees tomorrow, the high in Osoyoos, and by Wednesday, 41 degrees. Potential record breaker there we'll be keeping an eye on. Meanwhile, for our Monday, we can see the stormy weather and the possible severe conditions are going to be targeting Manitoba, northwestern Ontario. That said, dry lightning will be a concern in areas further west. With that heat, could be sparking even more wildfire activity for areas like BC. But yes, the stormy conditions we can see today, again, Manitoba, northwestern Ontario, but that will continue to spread. Now, here's a look at our temperatures this afternoon. For Calgary, going to be hanging on to some heat throughout the week. Edmonton, the same thing, but further east in the prairies, that is not the case. Look at Winnipeg. Already by tomorrow, we're under the 20-degree mark for our forecast high, and then we're in the mid-teens Wednesday and Thursday. So, as I mentioned, Western Canada seeing quite a sharp temperature divide. Meanwhile, our Labor Day Monday in Eastern Canada looking pretty good. Now, we do have that stormy weather for areas like Thunder Bay, but beyond that, lots of sunshine. Some pretty enjoyable temperatures have worked their way back into the fray. Starting in Atlantic Canada here, where we have high pressure and sunny conditions for much of the Maritimes. Now, for areas like Labrador, this front could be bringing some rainy weather, especially tomorrow, along with some stronger wind gusts. And this afternoon, as we can see, for the Maritimes and Newfoundland, we are dealing with some pretty nice conditions, albeit cooler for areas like St. John's, a high of just 12 degrees. Now, it's going to be a pretty enjoyable first week back to school, although we can see by the weekend, the rainfall looks to be in the mix for the Maritimes and Halifax specifically. Meanwhile, for St. John's, Newfoundland, those cooler temperatures are going to be a bit of a factor, although rebounding nicely after Wednesday. Okay, let's turn our attention to Quebec, where we've got a nice Monday on tap. You can see the sunny skies. However, we do see a bit of non-severe thunderstorm potential for the day tomorrow. We can take a look here, things kind of popping up, very scattered in nature. And yes, some parts of Quebec, southern areas could see that stormy weather for the day tomorrow. Others might still be enjoying a pretty nice day. So there's that thunderstorm threat for today for northwestern parts of Ontario. Tomorrow, it's going to shift a little bit further into areas like northeastern Ontario and western Quebec. So here's a little bit of a look here at how things are shaping up, as this front is going to be the real weather maker. Those enjoying nice sunnier skies are going to be seeing the stormy weather move in as this front just continues to encroach. So here's a look at this afternoon. We can see for Toronto, the final day of the CNE, sunny skies and a high of 24. But over the next few days, many will see the introduction of that stormy weather.